The sun begins its transit through the practical, analytical, and grounded Virgo on August 22nd, shifting our gears from living out our passions and finding ways to express ourselves creatively to a more structured and analytical energy to help us organize and sort out our lives. It's also when we begin to see the seeds that we have planted throughout the past few months and how they have grown, a time where we can see whether our crops are ready to harvest or if they require a little more energy and effort on our part. But it's also the last month before we welcome in the Autumn Equinox, so the sun will be pulling us to sort out the details of our lives, analyze, and take practical action on what needs improving. This meditation will walk you through the process of gaining clarity on the seeds you have planted that are ready to harvest, which ones need a little more watering, and which ones you should prepare yourself to let go of completely in the upcoming months. As per usual, get yourself in a comfortable position, in a place with little or no distractions, releasing the tension stored in your mind and body that may have accumulated throughout the day. Breathing in and out. Slowly regaining consciousness of your natural heartbeat and breath. Synchronizing your mind and body, allowing you to reconnect with your core self, your inner light, spirit, and soul. You take a deep breath in, filling your lungs and chest with as much air as possible. Hold for a moment and release out through your mouth, feeling your body and muscles sinking into the ground beneath you. Decompressing, relaxing, releasing. Creating a connective cord between you and the earth, Mother Gaia. You begin to feel her frequency pulsing into your body. As your body sinks increasingly into the ground below you, this connection goes down all the way to the earth's core and up to your root chakra, flowing through all of your energy centers, from your root to your sacral and solar plexus, moving up to your heart, your throat, and all the way through to your third eye and crown chakra. With every breath, the connection between you and Mother Earth's core increases in strength and flows up through your energy centers. As you release all your worries, anxieties, and heavier energies, the earth absorbs them into her core, transmuting it. And flowing her grounded, stable, and safe energy into you, healing you and synchronizing you to the rhythm of nature, the rhythm of the planet, the trees, the plants, the grass, the streams, the mountains, the valleys, the sky, the sun, and the earth. You are being cleared of blockages and obstacles, of stagnant negative energy that makes you feel stuck, that slows you down. Replace with the most beautiful and natural frequency of unconditional love. A love for yourself and others that has no conditions attached. You are filled with love and empathy for yourself and others, healing and raising your vibration and frequency, filling you with a bright golden green liquid. Now, visualize yourself on a dirt path in the woods, in the forest. Surrounded by trees in the distance, you walk forward on this dirt path and see a golden archway up in the distance. It's glowing brightly all around it and through the trees. This is where you will enter to gain insight and clarity on the seeds you have planted or the things you have been working on over the past few months. You take a few steps, walking closer and approaching this beautiful, luminous golden archway. With every step you take, the archway gets brighter and brighter, representing the excitement of the soon merging of you with this energy. As you arrive, you stop in front of it and see that it's made of real solid gold, and there are patterns, designs transcribed and carved in it, symbols, images, and letters, all part of your soul language. This is the place where you will see what seeds have grown and which ones will need further nourishment and attention on your path. It will become clearer if there are any endeavors or goals that are no longer aligned with what you are trying to bring to life. If there are any manifestations that are not aligned with you energetically. The other side of this archway will clearly show you where you are at on your journey, specifically with what you are trying to build in an organized and sorted way. You take a deep breath and begin stepping one foot through the golden archway and following with the other. Finding yourself now in a beautiful garden with big garden beds, specifically for different types of flowers. There are birds chirping in the background and greenery all around. But it's very clear that these garden beds are of importance here. These garden beds represent a goal, a desire, an endeavor you are trying to bring to life at this time. They're all organized and sorted and lined up for you to see very clearly. There are 3 flower beds lined up beside each other in front of you. The first one represents something, a desire, a goal, a manifestation that is ready for you to harvest. You have put in the work and effort necessary, and it's now ready for you to move forward and bear the fruits of your labor. The second garden bed represents another one of your goals or desires, but this one requires a little bit more effort. It's blossoming, but it's not ready to harvest yet. You've been putting in the work, but it requires a little bit more patience and a little more energy and nourishment on your part. And the third flower bed represents a goal or desire that you set out for yourself, but may have completely forgotten about, or it's just not working. You can't quite figure out how much to feed it, how much energy to put into it. The flowers are not very healthy in this bed. This is the one that requires you to let it go. A goal that is clearly no longer aligned with you and where you're trying to move forward. Something that is taking up too much space in your energy. Each of these flower beds has a sign in front of them clearly noting what beds represent which desires or goals. You will be walking up to each one of these flower beds individually, observing and opening yourself up to any necessary insight on each of these desires or goals. You start with the first garden bed, walking up to it, observing and analyzing the flowers and the written words on the sign. Taking a moment to connect to the frequency of this goal or manifestation, opening yourself up to receive any guidance on moving forward, either by specifically seeing things in the flowers, hearing a message, or intuitively knowing suddenly. Remember, this first flower bed is a goal or a desire or manifestation that is ready to harvest, something that you have put a lot of work into and that you're ready to bear the fruits of your labor. You thank the first garden bed for its insight and move on to the second flower bed, doing the same, but now with a goal or desire that requires a little more energy and focus from you. Opening yourself up to gain clarity on how you can foster the growth of this goal, connecting with the divine guidance on how to proceed. How can you water and nourish this desire or this goal that you're trying to bring to life? Pay attention to what the flowers look like or what you might hear as you approach this flower bed. Now thanking the second flower bed for its messages, you now walk up to the third and last bed, noting what you need to release, what you need to let go of that is no longer worth your energy, something that is taking up too much space in your life that isn't serving you. You take a moment to gain insight on this and open yourself up to receive any guidance on how to actually let it go, gaining any insight on the process of releasing. Thankful for all the clarity and sorting, you thank all of the flower beds and the guidance you received here. You feel lighter, clearer minded, and ready to take action in your life. This is the power and focus of this Virgo season. We can use this energy to get organized and clear around where we should be focusing our energy. You begin to walk back all the way through the archway, thanking it for its messages and transporting you into this clarity. And you return to your starting point, slowly returning to your physical body, floating back down and integrating all of this knowledge into your physical reality. Slowly regaining consciousness in your fingers, toes, and feet as you embrace all of this new information and insight. Stretching out your arms, shoulders, and neck. Feeling the flow of this energy merging with your body, and taking a deep breath, fully surrendering and embracing. Open your eyes when you're ready.